Welcome to the Battle Zone!
The following contest is a 2-on-1 handicap match. Already in the ring, Dragoness Tanaka and Hiroyuki Shota. Introducing their opponents. Rising out of the sands of Troy, he will suffer the handicap. He is the number 3 rank in the AWL Best 4, representing All-Star Union, Akira.
Good evening, wrestling fans from the AWL Battle Zone in the GTA. This is AWL Strong and Free episode 96, the rare handicap match. A little bit later tonight, we've got some massive action. You not one, but 2 championship matches. First, the Grand Championship is on the line as the last of the outsiders. Mark Briscoe faces Tigress 2. The Cowards will defend the tag team titles against House Classic in their first defense. A non-title match between another Coward and a Dragoness. And for some reason, we've got Ishii Tomohiro versus Mr. Wrestling Machine. Not entirely sure the reasoning behind that, but hopefully we'll find out as the show goes on. But we're starting off with King Akira against the 2 representatives of Strong and Free in the AWL Botsumania Danger Zone. At the end of the season, these 2 men will have to risk their career. And tonight, I think we're just going to have them hurt by a giant mummy. I'm going to point out, these 2 do not like each other. They freaking hate each other, but bang the gong, the match is on, 10-minute time limit. Elimination rules. King Akira has to pin, make submit, force to a ring out, knockout, or allow to be disqualified both members of the opposing team. That is Thug Life Tanaka. Kenichi just tries a cross-body block like he went into a cement wall. And Hiroyuki Shota currently at ringside on the apron. Tag team rules in effect, so no 2-on-1s here. Outside of what you would expect in a usual tag team match. So we're trying to make a little bit less of a handicap. Side rush leg sweep into a rolling into a cover with an arm lock, a wrist lock there, I believe. Just holding the arm of the opponent across the chest. Sloppy yet somehow interesting technique by Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi as usual. King Akira representing the Monster Union faction, who will be defending the Tag Team Championship of the World a little bit later on tonight in our semi-final match. And now a blatant chokehold. The referee will have something to say about this. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family taking this highly unusual in the Animated Wrestling League handicap affair. We do try to keep things even. We try to keep things fair in the Animated Wrestling League. We believe in the rules of professional wrestling. Going up to the top, and huge splash! But no water in the pool. That is a self-own, I believe, by King Akira. Akira enters this match 37-36 in his AWL career, on the plus side of the ledger, and a somewhat surprising save by Hiroyuki Shota, maybe thinking, hey, I don't actually want to have to fight this guy. And the longer he can beat Tanaka Kenichi, the better chance I have of pinning or submitting Tanaka in the Botsumania match. 4 wrestlers, the 2 worst records from Canada and Japan, a total of 4 guys, will enter the ring. Win a fall, leave the ring with your job intact. Lose the final fall and you are fired. We wish you well in all your future endeavors, all of that stuff. Oh, a thumb to the eye now by Tanaka Kenichi. Surprised he hasn't pulled out his signature maneuvers, the low blow and the random object that I hid down my tights before the match. Okay, his actual official finishing move is called the Niigata Street Cutter, and we have an elimination. The referee says that was a submission to the trapezius claw hold. So now it's 1-on-1. I don't think there was not a single tag in that tag team match. That's how little chemistry Tanaka Kenichi and Hiroyuki Shota have with each other. I think that might be the biggest advantage and why this handicap match might actually have been a handicap for the team with 2 people on it. There's some trash talk, some, thanks for all your help, jackass, on the outside here. I can't say I blame either of them on that one. No teamwork here whatsoever. Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi could not care less, could not give less of a shit about Hiroyuki Shota. And you see him just standing there, not trying to help. He's been eliminated. He's saying, fuck this, I'm getting a shower. Hiroyuki Shota, the fresh man, but on his own now. Tries to get back in the ring. I don't want to say champion, because this isn't a title match, but the dominant competitor not permitting it. Now they roll back in. King Akira returns to the ring as well. Collar and elbow tie-up. Hiroyuki Shota, a gifted technical wrestler, a gifted high flyer, just been on the bad end of a lot of business decisions and some really bad luck, and that boot right to the face, that could do it. Shoots the half, does King Akira for the 1 and only 1. Everybody back in the sands of time will be surprised by that. And by the way, that is 1 victory now for King Akira in this match. There's the touch of Anubis. Akira 38 and 36, looking to go to 39, but not quite yet. 5.5 minutes remaining in this 10-minute time limit match. Only took about 4 minutes or so to eliminate Thug Life Tanaka Kenichi. Irish whip, off of the ropes, up and spine buster. Fireman's carry takeover by the more human of our wrestlers. What am I supposed to say here? He's wrestling a mummy. What am I supposed to say? Come on, give me a break. DDT, nice tight, close-in DDT there. But you're fighting the living dead. Not so much you can do with that, in my opinion. Up and face first. Into that top turnbuckle, the Canadian flag on display here in the greater Toronto area. As we're coming up on our 100th episode of AWL Strong and Free, and that's going to be the season finale of season 23. And drop down, jawbreaker, trying to survive here. Oh, wait a minute, looking for Karoshi. Death from overwork, and instead gets dropped with a big back body drop. King Akira pulling his opponent away from the ropes to prevent a rope break with about 4 minutes left on the clock. What does he want? Does he want another touch of Anubis? Does he want the pyramid bomb? I don't know, but off the ropes, running, drop kick, single leg drop kick right to the side of the head, right to the temple. And I don't mean the Temple of Osiris. I thought we were going to see some high flying there, but changing the level, changing the rhythm of the contest. I've noticed in his last few matches that Hiroyuki Shota not relying on his high flying as much as he usually does. Trying to stay on the ground, grapple a little bit more. That does it. The Meteora couldn't hook the legs for a cover, goes for a more traditional cover, hook the far leg. 1, 2... And that half a second between the strike and the cover, that might have been the difference between victory and defeat here. Again, 1 win for the Mummy. Beautiful.
3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes left. Cover off with a Samoan drop. 1, 2. He's not Samoan, he's Japanese. But still getting a good count on that maneuver. And now Hiroyuki Shota starting to feel it. He's going to fly. Tope Sumo. Oh, God, he hit hard. His back landing. He landed ass over tea kettle. That's what happened. Oh, man. That could have been an injury. That could be very, very bad. And King Akira with no sense for the safety of his opponent. Going for a single leg crab here. Unfortunately, you cannot submit somebody on the outside. You can hurt them. You can tear their quadricep muscle, you can tear their back. And remember again, his back was just bent. His spine was just bent in a way it was not supposed to be by that missed tope suicida, rather suicidal of him to do that. And I'm sorry, that was not meant to be a joke. Oh, now, and oh! I heard the bat go crack. The referee calling it. Rather intelligently, I believe. So 2 victories in 1 match for King Akira.
Here is your winner by referee stoppage, King Akira.
So not even a knockout there. The referee saying no, it is not safe to continue the bout. Frightening. Mr. Wrestling Machine has been challenged to a tag team match by House Classic if he can find a tag team partner.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring. From Canadian Parts Unknown, Matt Machine, Mr. Wrestling Machine.
A few weeks ago, Mr. Wrestling Machine had a series of matches with Matt Classic 2 and Matt Classic Senior, losing to the son and defeating the father, so he's 1-1 against House Classic as individuals. Made some disparaging comments of his own family, the Machine Clan out of Japan, saying that he was just he was the strongest machine, he was the greatest wrestling machine, and claiming that since Matt Classic and his family weren't as good as the rest of his clan, that he was their superior just by definition. Well, Matt Classic Sr., not happy with that kind of disrespect from a son towards his family, said, basically, if you can find a tag team partner, if you can find anybody willing to tag with you, let's do this. Let's 2-on-2 against the intergenerational tag team, who will be challenging for the championship tonight. Let's do it. So far, no partner.
And his opponents, being accompanied by Orange Cassidy and Rocky Asuka Romero. From Tanaka, Japan, representing the conglomeration, the Stone Pitbull, Ishii, Tomohiro.
Well, as I'm recording this, we are about 36 hours away from All Elite Wrestling Full Gear, wherein Orange Cassidy will be challenging John Moxley, the Death Rider, for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship. That match has not taken place as of this recording, so I don't know, maybe Orange Cassidy is the champion of the world? Maybe he isn't. We'll find out on pay-per-view. But we can assume from the comments of Rocky Romero and Orange Cassidy that an offer of conglomeration was made by Mr. Wrestling Michelle. Good grief! Enough of the story. Look at Tomohiro Ishii. Look at the Stone Pitbull just taking the head off of off of Mr. Wrestling Machine in that Tachiai. I'm flummoxed. Can't even keep the names of the wrestlers straight. Good grief. So, I'm guessing what happened coming into this is Mr. Wrestling Machine went to the conglomeration, said, hey, I need a tag team partner. You conglomerate with pretty much everybody. How about that? And they, well, you heard Orange Cassidy deliver the verdict of the team. I must say I concur with their jurisdiction here, with their conclusions about the character of Mr. Wrestling Machine. Impressed AWL scouts at the Canadian National Expo National Fair that was happening in Toronto over the summer. Got a shot here in the AWL, and then we find out, he's kind of a jerk. And Ishii once more with the one. The Stone Pitbull, this is his first, I believe his first one-on-one match in the Animated Wrestling League. He has conglomerated in tag team and trios matches many times here. And that is a big man to powerbomb. And I don't necessarily mean in height, I mean in just mass of humanity. Good grief, good gravy. Collar and elbow tie-up yet again? Irish whip back into the corner. Across the hypotenuse of that 20 by 20 foot ring. Oh, what is this going to be? Belly to belly, overhead, release, suplex. Okay, Mr. Wrestling Machine once said that he came to Canada to learn a more technical wrestling style, to learn more the heart flash stampede style of wrestling. And here he's relying on these high power moves. He's hitting them. It's working. But the Stone Pitbull earning that name not because he barks loudly, but because he is made of stone. And that rock hard headbutt, that'll be a fine, by the way, if anyone has the guts to actually try to find Ishii. Oh, here we go, looking for the Brain Buster. Vertical drop, Brain Buster! Nails it. That will be all. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that just happened. Anyway, this is Ishii's fifth match in the Animated Wrestling League. He's 2-2. All those other bouts being in tag team and trios action. Running knee after a flurry of chops by the 1, 2. No, only 2. This is turning into a never open weight match. These two just pounding away on each other. This is not the technical classic running European uppercut into the German. No! Well, it was going to be a German, but countered by Ishii, who's a better wrestler as far as, like, grappling skill than a lot of people give him credit for. Control of the wrist, going for the multiple short arm lariats here. Member of Chaos. Not quite with a full Rainmaker, but still the short arm. Oh no. The King Kong knee drop coming out. They know the big splash as Rocky Azucar Romero surveying the damage, and we can only assume that the conglomeration will be in the corner of, well, I don't think they have a leader, but the dispenser of the word of the day, and that is, of course, Mark Briscoe, who will be challenging the AWL Grand Championship. The last of a flurry of outside wrestlers to have challenged for that belt this season, including the cold-hearted handsome devil Hook and the now reigning IWGP World's Heavyweight Champion. Kicked in the midsection. What is this going to be? Looking for, a crucifix? No, a gory position. Oh no, I think I see what it's going for. Yes, building it up. He's got it. That is the diamond frame. His brother, Strong Machine Jay's signature holdover in Dragon Gate. I understand some bad blood between the two of them. That's personal, that's family, that's none of my business. Clothesline or shoulder tackle there. Somewhere in between the two. 10-minute time limit in this match. We're through almost half of it, and a beautifully timed counter strike. But coming up against the stone wall that is the chest of Ishii.
5 minutes of elapsed. 5 remain.
Strong Machine Jay going to be probably looking. I don't know if he's working on developing his own finishing maneuver, but he's probably going to be going for the Majin Fushigatame. Or possibly, I think he's looking for it here, the Machine DDT. For a man who thinks he's better than his family, seems to love using their moves. Machine DDT, only good for 2, with 4.5 minutes left on the clock in this singles contest. Orange Cassidy of the conglomeration, the #1 contender to Jon Moxley. As of this record, oh no, Ishii, almost an abbreviated version of the Forever Forearm, or Forever Clothesline, I should say. Across the reversal across the hypotenuse, backflip. Beautiful, ducks under the clothesline, and a running almost axe bomber style strike into the cover here with about 4 minutes left. 1, 2, 3, and he did it with speed and precision, not with strength. That sends Ishii down into the negative numbers in the win-loss record.
Here's your winner, Mr. Wrestling Machine.
And brings Mr. Wrestling Machine up to 2-2 in the AWL. Black Tigress versus Dragoness. Black Tigress not defending the Intercontinental Championship in this bout because, well, I'm not entirely sure she can, but she's still scared to.
The following non-title contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied by Giant Tiger. She is one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion Black Tigress.
Black Tigress has sworn not to defend the Intercontinental Championship again since she has defended it twice in the two contractually obligated title defenses. And of course, as the Joshi Tag Team Champion, one half of the Joshi Tag Team Champion, she has the right to compete in Canada as a touring champion. The IC title is supposed to be exclusive to AWL Hontai over in Japan. And she's got Giant Tiger with her under the manager rule. Touring champions allowed one chosen cornerman. But she's going up against Day One Original.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from the director of Ontario area, the daughter of the dragon, Dragoness!
Career record of 60 wins, 45 losses. This is her 106th match in the AWL. She has been here since the birth of the Joshi division. Looks like she wants to say something. Okay, the gauntlet laid down to this almost a warm-up match now for Dragoness. She is the number one rank in the AWL Best Four. She has the right to challenge and wanting to, as she say, walk into the finale as champion. As the Dragonfire illuminates the arena as it was in days gone by. Laughing at the top of her lungs, and I do not blame the woman. Looking to reascend to the top of the Joshi division, snap the undefeated streak of Black Tiger Queen, reclaim any of the Joshi belts for the rest of the division. So right now, she's going up against the Forerunner, the Harbinger, the Herald of Black Tiger Queen. Bang the gong, the match is on. Oh, wait a minute. Up, down, all around, and perfect kick, perfectly positioned right across the mask of Black Tigress. Dragoness, second-generation professional wrestler, daughter of the first ever AWL champion, now the head trainer of our dojo, the AWL Dragon, continuing on her father's legacy. And I understand some developments within the family. We'll be talking about that, as things are revealed going forward. 10-minute time limit here. Of course, a title match against Black Tiger Queen. That would be a 30-minute time limit bout, as all title matches are. As our main event and semi-final will be tonight. And as a matter of fact, those matches are going to be coming up next. Next, we're going to have the AWL Tag Team Championship of the World defended Black Tiger Buster, adopted from Black Tiger Justice. And of course, you got to watch out for the Black Tigress Crash, and the Black Tigress Driver, and the Black Tiger Suplex. Dragoness with multiple... Oh, wait a minute. Let's say multiple variations of the Dragon Drop. There's the Dragoness Sleeper. One of her own additions to the Dragon style of professional wrestling. Both these competitors representing different schools of pro wrestling, the Tiger style and the Dragon style. So many Tigers in the AWL. We mostly keep them penned up over in Japan, but with 3 currently holding championships in the Animated Wrestling League, they wind up here in Canada as well. Oh, here we go. As warning about this Black Tigress Crash! I have no idea how she's not broken anybody's neck doing that. White rope. Oh, a shooting star press. to the family that loves to pull off the Dragon Star. And some trash talking after that cover. I think she may have realized Dragoness's foot was under the ropes, but she wanted to force her to kick out anyway. Or maybe just hope the referee wouldn't see it. Giant Tiger watching on. Even Giant Tiger surprised at the strength and tenacity of Dragoness. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. She's going for it. Black Tigress driver. Dropping her down. 1, 2. A move that looks very similar to Mark Briscoe's J Driller, adopted from his late great brother. If we see that move later tonight, we could have a new AWL Grand Champion and a title out of the hands of the Tigers War. The Black Tigers recently hitting a milestone in the Tigers War. We now know that 2 matches will take place at AWL Season 23 finale. Uh-oh. Black Tigress about to fly, I think. This is not going to be good. Oh, over the top rope! Almost thought her foot was going to catch the top rope there, but hits that strike perfectly. I don't know if that was a flying elbow or a crossbody or what. We know now that Giant Tiger, who's in the background there, he will be facing his rival, Tiger the Dark. Mascara contra Mascara. Lucha de Apuestas, match with a wager, mask versus mask. One of the Black Tigers, whether it be the Black Tiger of Evil or the Black Tiger of Good, will be unmasked. DDT. Additionally, we know the Black Tiger Justice will be challenging whoever the AWL Grand Champion is for that belt. Dragoness drop. Again, her addition to the style. Only good for 2 at this juncture. And the Black Tigers pulling their usual routine. Usually that's a setup for something. In this case, the real Black Tiger... No, Black Tigress bomb. No! Great counter. Excellent core strength by Dragoness, required to pull that off. Kick to the midsection. Spin kick as well to the side. Into the far corner. Oh, up. Oh, wait, no, we've seen this before. Oh, face first! Dragoness in big trouble as Black Tiger's letting out a primal scream. Driving her opponent's head right into the turnbuckle. And with that much force, the padding's not going to protect you. You're going face first into that steel ring. Coming up on the halfway point now. Looking for the Sumatran stomp. Turns it over. If she can grab the arms, yes she can. Dragoness helpless. Sumatran stomp.
5 minutes for the match. 5 remaining.
A vicious tool of the Tiger style for the 1, 2. And just barely, you can see in her body language, she is exhausted. Dragoness able to get the shoulder up. Black Star. One more time. Dragoness drop. Not quite. Dragoness going to have to go a little bit deeper into the family playbook here, I think. I think she realizes... No, she wants another Dragoness drop. Goes to the well a few too many times. Codebreaker by Black Tigress. And she's looking for another Black Tigress driver. Dragoness survived 1. I don't think she's... Actually, no, she didn't. She escaped 1. Will she be able to survive at 1? 2 to the ropes. Knowing she did not have the energy left to kick out, Dragoness reaches out, wing and a prayer on a dragon's wing. Oh no, Black Tigress crashed! And she's not done, she wants another driver. Black Tigress throwing everything at the woman she now knows will challenge her queen for the Joshi Championship and a second rope break! A second rope break. I don't think this is about the rope break. I think this is about injuring Dragoness. Again, the Intercontinental title not on the line here. Not a tag team match. The tag title can't be defended either. And also, maybe with these AWL Day 1 originals in the Joshi division, maybe she's looking at Dragoness and seeing something a little more pink. such as Usa-chan.
3 minutes remaining.
As was revealed on AWL Hontai last Friday, Usa-chan and Betty Bubbles attacking Black Tigress after the match in the main event last week for the Tag Team Championship. And oh, the Black Tiger Cutter does not connect. I understand we are looking at trying to put together a title match for the finale. Oh, there we go. There's the moonsault. A little bit of Tiger style. The Tiger using the Dragon Star. The Dragon using the Tiger Salt. Way back in the day, the original AWL Tiger Mask and Dragoness' father were tag team partners. Actually, were AWL Tag Team Champions before it became a World Tag Team Championship. That's how far back the connection between these two wrestling styles goes. There's the Dragoness drop.
2 minutes remaining.
1, 2, you heard the time call, 2 minutes left. This could very easily go to a 10-minute time limit draw. But I think that's exactly what Dragoness is trying to avoid. I think that would be perfectly satisfactory for Black Tigress. Now that we know there's a Joshi Championship in the future here, drop down, leapfrog. They collide in the middle of the ring, no woman able to take advantage. There's the Black Tiger Cutter, and this time it connects. Black Tiger Cutter, dead center of the ring. Dragoness has to avoid, the Kawada kicks. Dragoness, no hope of getting to the ropes in this position. She's going to have to fight. No, looking at another Sumatran stomp. Turning around, about a minute and change left on the clock. Oh! Good grief.
1 minute remaining.
I don't think we're going to need it. 1, 2, 3. Dragoness just absorbing so much punishment. Maybe it is 10 years too early. Junen Hayain Dayo. High impact offense the whole bout.
Legal winner, Black Tigress.
And I've just been told through my headset, it is official. Black Tiger Queen will defend the Joshi Championship against Dragoness in 1 week's time. The winner will be champion going into the season finale. We do not... Right now, I'm looking at this, I don't think Dragoness, unless she can bounce back like a stupor ball, doesn't look good. First title defense of the World Tag Team titles against the number 2 contenders. Here we go, first of 2 championship matches to finish out AWL Strong 3, episode 96. We're starting with the intergenerational tag team.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submission and knockout to decide the winner. And is for the Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Championship.
I mean, no disrespect whatsoever to Matt Classic or Matt Classic 2. However, this should not be their match. This should not be the match. This should be happening over in Japan with Yokai Butai, with the assistance of Ultramantis Black, going up against the Snakes, going up against Ophidian and Hibitsky. Unfortunately, the Snakes are cowards. Ophidian wants nothing to do with the great and devious Ultramantis Black. So he's saying, no, you're the number 1 rank, screw that, we're going to wrestle number 2. We do try to get through everybody in the best 4 before the end of the season. So this is the busy time for the tag teams. However, it's not unheard of for teams to, or individuals to, challenge for titles out of numerical order. Say there's an injury, or say that we're trying to schedule a title defense in Canada as opposed to Japan. Well, you go with the highest ranked from that branch. That's happened, but I don't think I've ever seen champions refuse to defend the title against the number 1 rank in the AWL Best 4, and instead insist that they wrestle number 2. This makes no sense. I don't know why the AWL Commissioner is allowing this. but the match has been made, it has been signed, and it is going to happen. We will have our official introductions from ringside, at which point the match will begin. 30-minute time limit, 1 fall to the finish. The title changes hands on pinfall, submission, or referee stoppage or knockout. Championship advantage in effect. It's the oldest, longest tenured title in the league. The AWL World's Tag Team Championship.
Introducing first the challengers, fighting outside the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear, and the independent Serpents. They are the number 2 ranked in the AWL's Best 4. Not Classic 2. Here they are. House Classic! And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending MMA Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, tonight making their first time event, representing Monster Union, Hibitsuka, Ophidian, the Dead, all Serpents. This is an officially sanctioned World Tag Team Championship match under the auspices of the MMA Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official, Joey Papagadush in charge.
Matt Classic Sr. going to start us off against the Serpentine sensation Hibitsuka. Bang the gong, the match is on. The Tachiai goes rather clearly to Hibitsuka, the initial charge. Hibitsuka coming out on top, and that could be a momentum-building moment for the match. And a pair of fall-away slam variations here by the Serpentine sensation, who I must say I believe is the physically stronger of the two snakes. Ophidian, far more experienced, far more technical, superior agility as well, but not by that much. Big splash in the corner. Classic, I think, taught that to Sting when Sting was coming up. Off of the ropes, and running forward with that back elbow. Normally, when you throw somebody against the ropes, you wait for them to spring back to you. But no, Hibitsuka taking the charge here, backstep and a block of the drop kick, and a headbutt to the shoulder. Old school, and that will be a fine, but I don't think Matt Classic cares, considering the World's Tag Team titles are on the line here. And Matt is desperate for any kind of offense at this point. Collar and elbow tie-up. I think he invented the collar and elbow tie-up. Goes to the big boot, does not connect. And backbreaker. A Serpentine backbreaker for the 1, 2, and the son, Matt Classic 2, showing great faith in his father, not coming in to break that up. Tag made, Ophidian, the leader of Monster Union, that we thought had reformed, that we thought had finally cast off the darkness of the Crucible, had pulled the wool over most of us. Some of the fans, some of the people in the comments, they figured it out. They figured it out a lot sooner than I did. But, you know, snakes may shed their skin, but they never change their scales, I guess. Right hand to the son and on the apron, collar and elbow. Ophidian wanting to do this in the ring. Ophidian, while he can certainly go on the outside, he can brawl, he can be hardcore when necessary, he likes to wrestle in the ring. That actually does aid his unique, and I will say unique, wrestling style. Just like this, needing ropes to bounce off of, but nobody home for the Tigress. Classic neckbreaker, Matt Classic 2 now in legally. And Matt Classic sort of coming up in that same generation that was like just after Ophidian. That was inspired by the Serpent. Drop down into the Reclamator. Broken up by Hibitsuka. I thought the boots of Ophidian were under the ropes there, but I guess the referee said no, it was not crossing the plane. And look at that, no hesitation, but also very little contact. Matt Classic 2, the innovator of professional wrestling. What his father invented, he takes to the next level. It's Reiwa Resu time! As Hibitsuka watching on, Ophidian with the head scissors, finally connecting with one of those. Irish whip into the neutral corner by the venomous Vile, Serpent of the Nile. Enzigiri attempt. Matt Classic comes out of it flat out. Modern day version of a DDT. Both of the masked marvels are going to be looking for the classic claw. And a tag Kogeki slithered out of, though not without damage, by Ophidian. Classic claw, the move that Matt Classic Sr. taught to Fritz von Erich many, many years ago. Though he says Fritz never quite got it right. Ophidian will be looking for the Ophidian Death Grip, or possibly the Egyptian Destroyer. Hibitsky is going to be looking for the Snake Bite or a Spear, coiled and striking, is the Serpentine sensation, the Snake User himself, Hibitsky. A little under 26 minutes left in the match, extended time limit in all championship bouts, so that we have a less chance of a fluke, less chance of a time limit draw, title retention. Drop kick, down goes both members of House Classic, and Hibitsky seemingly going with the same game plan as Ophidian. Stay in the ring, maintain the high ground, let them come back in. The Snakes not going for a count out here. They don't want to win, or they don't care if they win this by ring out. I'm sure they'd retain the titles either way, but they want to actually do this in the ring. Does that have something to do with Ultramantis Black? With trying to prove something?
5 minutes to the last. 25 remain.
Another attempt at the Reclamator. Not efficient, not effective, and another fall-away slam. He loves these. Almost as much as he loves that snakebite cutter of his. It beats Sky. Wait a minute, what is... Okay, it looked like Matt Classic 2, even though he's legal, was looking for a tag. I mean, he wasn't hitting the head that hard, was he? Oh, here we go. A cutter on the end of his father's airplane spin. Shoots the half. Nowhere near the ropes, even for the long, lanky limbs of Hibitsky. Ophidian has to come in and break it up to save the Tag Team Championship. The ring is cleared of debris and detritus, also known as Ophidian. And on the outside, we got... Oh, backbreaker! The master of snake style as the student is in the ring. Sort of pulling, letting his opponent get to the ropes, specifically for that alley-oop bomb. Referee not paying attention to what's going on the outside. Focusing on the legal fighters, as he should. And a Matt Classic press. The movie taught to Lou Thez. Matt Classic press being used against House Classic. That's an insult, but there it is! There's the snake bite! Can't believe we're this far into the match before our first snake bite. 1, 2... Diving save, pushing, shoving Hibitsky off of Matt Classic 2. The fans coming alive. This is Tag Team Wrestling. This is the Tag Team Championship of the world. This is for the right to call yourself the best tag team on YouTube. I go so far to say the best tag team in the world. If you're the AWL World's Tag Team Champion, you're the best tag team in the world. And I hate to say it, but right now, that's the Snakes. That's the Den of Serpents. Fling Blade by Matt Classic 2. Collar and elbow tie-up. Maybe trying to get to the corner. Maybe trying to go for those intergenerational thrust kicks. And another Matt Classic press. Matt Classic 2 shaking his head. He might be busted open under that mask. That could be severe problems for his vision. Senior on his own at the moment, looking for the vertical suplex. Not getting it as the Beats guy escapes out the back, comes in with a chop block to those unprotected knees of Matt Classic. He doesn't wear the knee pads. He thinks they're for sissies. Let's just call it what it is. He's not a big fan of the fact his son wears knee pads. They are usually mandated in the AWL. You can wear them over or under your ring gear, but we do require knee pads, because have you ever known a veteran wrestler who didn't have really fucked up knees? I certainly don't. The ones who are dead. Coming up now, backbreaker. Again, he did that to Ophidian on the outside a few minutes ago. A little under 22 minutes remaining in the 30-minute time limit here. Matt Classic waiting for his opportunity and not being able to take advantage of it. Briscoe springboard into the snake bite. He can hit that from any possible angle, anywhere in the ring, on the outside, from the ropes, off of the springboard. Good grief. Tag made to Ophidian. And looking, oh, there we go. Classic, vintage, dare I say, Ophidian the Cobra. Coming up to the top, and look how fast, then the body agency, the physical control. He knows exactly where he is at all times. It's incredible. High cross body, but sidestepped by Classic, who's now in the plus position. Until a very Ophidian arm drag changes the complexity of the match. A little over 9 minutes in. The back elbow to the stomach for the escape by Matt Classic. Matt Classic 2 back at ringside. Don't know if his... Oh, and there's the full body slam. 1. I've seen Matt Classic win matches with a body slam. Don't laugh. He can do it. And there's a goozle. And that's the thing. Could you actually get that classic claw with the mask, that unique mask of Ophidian? Would that be protection from the classic claw? I don't know. I don't think so. The grip strength of a Matt Classic, I see, it would certainly mitigate things. .20 count has begun on the outside.
10 minutes have elapsed. 20 remain.
20 minutes and a 20 count. The difference between victory and defeat here. Ophidian, oh, look at that. I don't even know how he did that. From that Tigress position, able to do pretty much anything. Matt Classic Sr. with a vertical suplex to get himself out of that. Referee's count is up to 7. Remember, in the event of a ring out, it doesn't matter who gets counted out. The titles will remain with the champions. And there we go, the Ophidian Death Grip is locked in. Down to the canvas with the Ophidian Death Grip. Fortunately, the knowledgeable veteran able to escape that modification of the Cobra Clutch. Enzigiri. And... oh, no, the knees are up! The knees are up! Ha ha! Took half a second too long, and you got outsmarted by the veteran. And there's the classic claw! Now the claw! Now the claw in position. And Briscoe being summoned to save the match, and I think he just did so. Disqualification 5 count started there for just the 1 count. Collar and elbow. Irish whip off of the ropes. He doesn't really like the Irish much, but he does enjoy their whips, does Matt Classic. And that sounded far kinkier when I said it out loud. Full body slam! 1, 2... No, wait, the referee goes down! The referee is out. All sorts of shenanigans are possible here, but now the classic claw locked back in. That's going to at least lock Ophidian in place. As the referee's starting to come to his senses, I think Ophidian might be out of it. I think the classic claw might have just squeezed the blood out of his brain. But the referee was in no position to make the call. What doth we have here? Going up. Maybe looking for that airplane spin cutter. Does not connect. Ophidian able to escape. Gonna be looking, I think, for an... oh! Gonna be looking back for that Ophidian Death Grip. Didn't get it on that exchange, but oh, here we go! Round and round and round the world! Round and round he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. Gotta use that cliche at least once a match with Ophidian. And there we are, right back into the Ophidian Death Grip. Drops down, but very close to the classic corner. And a swift kick to undo that. Ophidian saying, get the hell out of my ring. Matt Classic 2 still down and out. Shoots the half after the Ophidian Death Grip. This could do it. 1, 2, 3. Ophidian defends the Tag Team Championship of the world. Damn it. Now look at that. No time between releasing the Ophidian Death Grip and going into the cover. Matt was just unconscious.
Here are your winners, and still the Wrestling League World's Tag Team Champions, the AWL Serpents.
Ultramantis Black, still waiting in the wings. That match will happen someday. Main event time, the Grand Championship versus one of the greatest wrestlers of the Ring of Honor era.
The main event of the evening, it is scheduled for one fall, one submission knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Anime Wrestling League Grand Championship.
Reach for the sky, boy.
Mark Briscoe, the most recent former Ring of Honor champion, and the Stone Pitbull leading the charge with Conglomeration out in force. And we're about to learn the word of the day. Procurement. The word of the day is procurement. Yeah, not entirely sure he's using that right, but you know what? The word of the day is procurement. I'm good at that. And you know what I love about Mark Briscoe? He's always putting everybody else over. He's always putting the rest of the conglomeration over. Talking about Orange Cassidy versus Mox at Full Gear, which I realize is going to come out before this video. Again, I haven't seen this, so this is happening in production time. Okay. Yeah, when I decided that I was going to incorporate real life wrestling world into the AWL, it became kind of a chore to keep up with everything. So you're not going to see any WWE stuff here, because if I brought in WWE wrestlers, you have to watch WWE, and I don't want to do that. Anyway. Time to become a tiger. Tiger Mask 2, accompanied by Spring Tiger. The manager rule in effect, Spring Tiger, back in Canada. And she's in her manager's garb. Fifth title defense this would be. 4 defenses, including against Zack Sabre Jr. and against the cold-hearted handsome Devil Hook, the last of the outsiders. And of course he beat Will Ospreay to become the champion. He is the standard bearer of the Animated Wrestling League, the only champion in the unified school of the Tiger style at the moment. That title will be on the line against Black Tiger Justice. It looks like it's either going to be Tiger Mask 2 or Mark Briscoe in that finale. So big, consequential main event tonight for that. The most prestigious prize in all of animated wrestling.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of Sandyport, Delaware. He is the #1 ranked in the AWL Best 4. Representing the conglomeration, Mark Briscoe.
Can't quite make out what Briscoe's saying there.
And his opponent, he is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion. Tonight, making his 5th time defense, accompanied by Spring Tiger, fighting out of the unified school of the Tiger style, Tiger Mask 2. This is an officially mentioned Grand Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, the AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Babaduch in charge.
Crowd is abuzz here. AWL Grand Championship, the definition of a big fight feel. Let's get it on. Bang the gong, the match is on. Tachiai, looks like Tiger Mask coming out on top there. But no, Mark Briscoe coming out of the corner with the elbow. And the first real contact of the match, the first net takedown, goes to the Master of Redneck Kung Fu out of Sandy Fork, Delaware. Collar and elbow tie-up. Drop down. He's going for that paradise lock. He loves to build that up. That's the wild style of the Tiger style, incorporating anything and everything he feels like, but somehow making it a cohesive whole. And I probably should not have said cohesive whole right when that kick hit. I just realized. Tiger Mask cannot afford to look past Mark Briscoe to Black Tiger Justice, and that is exactly why Briscoe... Oh, good grief! Briscoe changing direction in mid-air! Nobody gives Mark Briscoe credit as an athlete. He's the brawler, he's the crazy redneck guy, he's the guy that was banned from television for like a decade. But he is a phenomenal professional wrestling athlete, and he just proved it there. Tiger Mask technically outnumbered here. 3 members of the conglomerate. Wait a minute! Double leg takedown into the cover does not get past the 1 count. But Tiger Mask with the first cover of the matchup, showing that he can pin Mark Briscoe anytime, any place. Briscoe's got to be on his toes. Briscoe's been around the world and back again a dozen times as a professional wrestler. Held the IWGP and never openweight 6-man titles in Japan in Shinihon Puroresu. He's competed in everywhere from Ring of Honor to AEW to probably hundreds of promotions I don't even know about. Could look it up on Cage Match, but I'm too lazy. And we're only a couple of minutes into this, and this has been high octane from the get-go. Another lariat for the second time, throwing Tiger Mask out of his own ring. This is AWL versus the outside. German almost ripping into that German. Rip into it. If you know the Dear Old Dad's reference, which I'm sure you don't. Lariat! Hansen-esque. Not quite a rainmaker. Ministerial suplex into the traditional vertical suplex, almost a brain buster from that angle, right out near those metal bike racks, surpassing the Tiger Gods with the Kamigoye. Koro no Kamigoye ka? Dame. Referee continuing the 20 count up to 8 now. On the 20 count, the match will be over, and no matter who's outside the ring, Tiger Mask would retain. He would not want to... Oh, no. No. This is not good. Verta... Oh! Sends him to the other side. Nearly hitting one of the most dangerous moves in all of professional wrestling, the Verta Breaker. Instead, playing a bit of a mind game, turning it into a side slam. Tiger Mask feeling the power, feeling the golden school of the Tiger style. He slips out of the ring. That will reset the count at 1. And it does so. Couple of strikes. Oh, no. Oh! Cartwheels through it. Bam! Sliding lariat. Not a closed fist punch. Completely above board. Tiger Mask. He will do absolutely anything in that ring except cheat. And that's what makes him a hero. That's what makes him the standard bearer. I'm going to start calling him that. He is the standard bearer of this league. He is the best of us. Short ripcord into the short arm chop. Well, that redneck kung fu coming out. The chops and the kick. A little bit of a drop kick finishes off. And looking maybe for the froggy bow. And gets it for... No! The froggy bow does not connect. No water in the pool. No water in the pool on the froggy bow. But a dragon suplex. I mentioned earlier the connection between the Dragon School and the Tiger School. Tiger Mask 2's own sensei, Tiger Mask 1. Co-tag team champions with the original AWL Dragon way back in Season 0. And a paintbrush by Briscoe, who's realized if he had any doubt about the quality of the competition here in the league, he's got that out of him now. He knows exactly what he's doing. Mark Briscoe, by the way, only his 6th match in the league. He's 4-1, mostly in trios matches. 1, 2, and we're only now getting to the first time call? Good grief. Tiger Mask 2, on the other hand, a Season 0 original. He's been around here since the beginning. 139 wins, 97 losses, member of the 100 Win Club, ratio of plus 42. He is the ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything. Maybe looking for a Tiger Bomb, maybe looking to steal the Jade Driller. Actually, I don't think he would do that. He would go for a Tiger Bomb in that position. But Mark sending up the call to heaven to his brother, the Jade Gorilla! Could that crown a new grand champion? I believe it could. Drop down, hook of the leg, 1, 2, and the conglomeration. I think Orange Cassidy showed some emotion there. Maybe trying to think of Super Froggy Bow. He does! He hits it! Cannot get the pin on the outside, of course. But a collar and elbow tie-up. Rolls back into the ring. Has enough damage been done by that Froggy Bow to get the cover? I don't know. Mark Briscoe thinks it has not. Needs to do some extra damage going after what looks like the left leg of Tiger Mask. Working the left side. Good wrestler. 23:40 on the clock. Plenty of time. It feels like this match has gone on for the better part of an hour. And I mean that in a good way. Rear naked choke into the body scissors. You don't think of Mark Briscoe as an MMA guy, but he is a man of hidden depths, and we know from the word of the day, a hidden intelligence that a lot of people look at the surface and do not see. Into Tiger Mask trying to come back, trying to turn the match back to himself, and he's got it, I think, here. Tiger Suplex, hold on! 1, no! Gets the foot over the rope, over the white rope, and that is enough to break the count. Looking for another shot at that Paradise Lock. Doing damage to the coccyx of Mark Briscoe. Looking for another Tiger Suplex, hold it, no! Reversal into the arm drag! Briscoe realizing the Tiger Suplex could spell his doom here. Wait a minute, thinking Tiger... No, Tiger Bureka! His original addition to the Tiger style, the Tiger Breaker, and one more try! No counter this time, it's the Tiger Suplex! No need for the hold, the referee calls that! Knock out! Tiger Mask 2, the standard bearer, is still your Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion! Take a look at that beautiful Tiger Breaker into the knockout suplex.
Here we go with
And with that, we await the official word of the commissioner. But it seems to be set. Tiger Mask 2, the traitor Black Tiger Justice, at the season finale for the biggest prize in the game. It's the AWL Grand Championship, and you better believe it's going to be the Tigers' War. Thank you very much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, all wrestling fans, welcome in this league. Thank you very much. We will see you next week. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a match. Thanks for watching. Oride, Marida.